Good morning once again. It's been a little while since we've jumped back into the Old West and said hello to Klaus. It has been a little more difficult these last 2 days to slip in some time here, regrettably. But I'm hoping we have time enough for a challenge or two here today. I do believe we lost our new streak that had started. Good morning. Welcome. So we may have to begin again. I think we were only on like 4 or 5 days when I regrettably was dragged away. So we'll have to see where it puts us. Never too late to start over again. That's the lesson here. Okay, we must be near roads, judging from the color of the dirt. Let's make sure I'm in defensive mode. Just briefly. Oh, good. And what do we have in the list? Oh no, somebody crashed into your car door as you were exiting your parked vehicle. I am so sorry. I hope you are physically okay, if not emotionally devastated about your car door. That's terrible. Let's see, so we could find a doctor to sell some herbs. We could also pick said herbs, if need be. Eat a little canned food. We could also dance and play with the band, but it seems we do that often, quite often. A recurring challenge. So, moonshine bar, doctor, or prairie poppy. Oh, Klaus. Klaus, my dearest love. How have you been? It's been a few days since I've given you your brushes. There we go. All is well. I am also very, very glad they missed your legs. I am so sorry. That is terrifying. What an inconvenience. Having your legs crushed. I'm so glad you avoided it. So I don't believe there is a doctor in Rhodes, but there is a doctor in Saint-Denis. We could race out there real quick, or we could, fast travel. I know there's a doctor in Valentine. I can't remember if those are the only two. Valentine and Saint-Denis. So let's rush back here real quick. We'll make it slightly easy. Keep it simple, at the very least. Howdy right back. It's been a while since we've been able to howdy one another. Boy, I've missed it. I've been playing a little too much Dark Souls lately. And I considered just going for that again here. We're on the downward slope towards the end, but no, I needed a rest in the open plains here. Needed to not have a bossy fog gate lying between me and my hopes and dreams. Hello there and welcome. Good day indeed. Good day. Pardon me. I'm trying to get my pipes to work. Guess we're just skirting around Braithwaite here. Or, I guess this is Caliga, a separate plantation in much the same area. I probably could have done that a bit more efficiently as the crow flies, but the crow has flown. It's over. Give me 1 second here. I'll be right back with you. There we go. Adjust my microphone. I suppose I should take control again. Oh. That's interesting. Swept off the road by a ghostly force of nature. I hope Klaus wasn't too traumatized.
Whoa there.
There's something so soothing about these city lights of Saint-Denis. Gentle, old-timey glow about it that I appreciate greatly.
Hey.
This church, by the way, I think it takes you a while in single player to actually make it out east to Saint-Denis, at least if you're following the story missions. I'm not sure if you can just race out over there anytime you want, but it took me a while to get to Saint-Denis, and one of the things you find behind this church in single player, I think it's exactly at midnight, if I'm remembering correctly. Across from the back of the church, there's this little alleyway. Let me show you on the map, just in case. So it's like the gunsmith is right there, the church is in this triangular block next to it. And just inside this alleyway here, at this dead end, is where you could find the vampire man, the Nosferatu type vampire in mid-action. So that's just an area to keep in mind if you're looking for strangeness, as I often am. Just out there late at night, 2, 3 p.m., looking for strangeness. I love this sign, too. The optical parlor. Looks so fancy. Alright, let's sell some herbs. We did not pick any herbs yet, but I'm sure we'll have some in the old satchel.
Travelers have brought you back my way, have they? Have a look. Ah, you're trading.
I think 30 is the max, so anything that's
Yes.
relatively close to 30 can probably go.
Sure.
And that may be enough.
These all the time. Thanks again.
There we go. So yes, I am back to day 1 of a potential streak. I lost it around day 4 or so last time. Let us run to the fast travel post here. Good morning and welcome. Almost missed you there. And I am so glad to be back with you. I did not do a stream yesterday at all, full stop, I think. And it's kind of been the first time in a while I've missed it, and there is a void certainly in my morning, and it carried on throughout the day. It is much better to start my morning in your kind company here. Oh, that is very kind. I am glad. They make your day better as well. So we're back to the good old moonshine shack here in Tall Trees. I really like it when it's, I don't know what to call it, middle of the night, twilight hours, something like that, approaching morning. And you're in the forest and it's quiet and calm and you can't even hear any animals milling about, really. Feels like anything could happen. In the silence. Anything could come out of the darkness. Endless possibilities. It's my favorite kind of time. But until then, let's go drink a bunch of moonshine and dance around to the band. Until whatever it is that's going to come out of the darkness arrives. Likely monkeys. Very probable monkeys. The original Red Dead had a bit of a infamous expansion called Undead Nightmare. That was like a character in the game was telling a story about a zombie apocalypse that beset the West. So it's not really canonical, it's like a tall tale. And people have been wondering if there's going to be something like that for the second one, if there's going to be aliens or zombies or some outbreak of disease that will make things interesting here. I'm hoping for eldritch creatures. That's my dearest wish. So let me refresh my memory here. I forget exactly what it was. It was dancing and play with the band. So I actually have to play an instrument, and then while they continue to play afterwards, hopefully I'll have enough time to dance. But first, let me stock up. Oh, I totally forgot to eat canned food here. Let's see if I have any baked beans. Oh, yeah. I may actually not be able to eat them. Oh, good. I can eat them in the bar. Didn't know if this was like a movie theater situation. And they were going to search my purse for Toblerones. I'm glad they have not. So I'm just going to become very gassy before I play with the band. It's going to be a bit of a shame. And now I have to try to think of something besides being very gassy to play with the band to do mystical musical madness with. There's probably some lyrics in there somewhere. Perhaps. There we go. There's my 5 canned food. Alright, it is time to play with the band. Which instrument should I pick today? I could fiddle with myself. I could get real deep. I could pluck at my strings. I could just strum a board. All of those sound like a terrible idea. Let's do guitar. Yeah. It's okay. I'm the janitor in here, so I'll have to clean up my own cans later. I don't have a person for that yet. I need to find a person for that. Who will touch my cans. But later. We'll later. All right. I'll just give myself a few moments first. My ego won't allow me to immediately play with the band. I gotta do a solo act. All right. That's plenty. That's plenty of my ego.
y'all like this one. We sure do.
And flourish. Oh, that's the stuff. That was saucy. So, a quick 2 minutes of this, if you'll indulge me. My apologies. Dink, 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 dink. Oh, I should have taken bass. It's become clear to me now. The dink, 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 dink. I would try to do my mystical musical madness along with this, but it's probably delaying my microphone audio by a few seconds. And that would make no sense whatsoever. Even my dink-dinks are probably not in sync. Oh, it's weird to me how the regular washboard player does not whistle. When you, as a player, play the washboard, you whistle, and it's like a big part of it. But then the normal washboard player does not get to whistle. They were like, no. You just play the washboard. Stay in your station, Clarence. This is not the time for your class struggle. No, it's always the time for class struggle, let's be honest. There we go. Now I will allow the guitar player to have his guitar back, and I will pull off some handsome maneuvers, let's be honest. Some awkward, handsome maneuvers. Here we go. Oh yeah, I'm like a chicken who has the soul of a giraffe, and so I dance. Oh, this is fantastic. I still think this is like my favorite part of the game. Worked so hard on the single player and the shooting mechanics, the combat, the collectibles, all of these things. And yet, this Moonshine Bar band is like where I spend most of my time. Happily so. Oh, I somehow stopped pushing the button. My thumb ran out of strength. Oh well. Now it's just me awkward dancing in the utter silence. How close did I get? A little bit more. Let's switch to cheerful. It's a little too cheerful, perhaps. Oh, yeah. There it is. That's what this dance was designed for. We figured it out. Okay. And that's the entire peak that we get to have of his saucy hip maneuvers. I hope you enjoyed it, as I did. Marcel, a pleasure to see you, my friend. As always. Oh, Miss Maggie, is there anything that I can do for you today? Are there revenue agents that you want me to slay? There's something. I'm not sure if that counts for two. That's likely just one mystical musical madness. And now it is raining. I think that my raunchy dance moves have angered the gods. I mentioned that they were coming out of the eldritch darkness to tickle us, and then I just taunted them and flaunted my hips around, as if to say, "Come and get me." And oh no, it seems to have caused the weather to change. I didn't know I had these types of powers. This is exactly why Elvis had to retire. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with Klaus. I mean, who could resist it? Yep, that's all you have to do. If you want to summon the elder gods, you just have to shake a little hip. That's it. It's the big secret. That's why the Puritans were so modest. They were terrified. Those poor dears. I don't know if that's accurate. That they're the poor dears in the situation, but we'll let it slide. They've been through enough. No idea what that means. I'm looking for a bit more of that prairie poppy while we're out here. A lovely side effect of the moonshine shack being near Great Plains. Come on, voice. Don't go away on me. Stay. I know that there are some more prairie poppies around here. Somewhere, some way, somehow. It's the sound I make when I'm finally found something I'm looking for. Ra-ha-ha. Like an old carnival barker. I have no idea. Would you like to see such sights as you've never seen before? Ra-ha-ha! Come into the tent. Never go with that guy, by the way. If you've had that offer in your own life, no. It's a quick and easy no. Anyone who says, "Ra-ha-ha, come into my tent," does not have your best interests at heart. So I need like one more, I think. If I didn't already get it. I already got it. Okay, never mind. I just wanted to do so for no reason. It appears as someone's... I wasn't ready. I'm sorry. I wasn't ready yet. I cracked myself straight down the middle. It appears that someone has redeemed their num-nums for some Scottish. Do I ever do vocal warm-ups before recording? That's a very good question. I don't do anything formal, a formal ritualistic process that I likely should have. A blood-soaked dagger and such. I do tend to, like, hum for about an hour or so before I know I'm going to be recording. I'm just sort of... And for whatever reason, that warms me up somewhat. I really should have a process in place, but I usually just launch into it. And thank you for your question. That is very kind. I forgot what I was trying to do. I think I need to be on Klaus to specify the food that I want to feed him. which is a wild carrot. There we go. And then I want to also have a wild carrot. Yummy. With some fresh dirt on it, just the way I like it. And then we'll pick it back up. Pick it back up to 20. Which must be the max. Though it seems strange that I can have like 30 sage, but only 20 carrots. Okay. Okay. I've caught on. You have an office dog today? That's the best sort of day. You don't have to do any work, because technically giving belly scratchies is work on such a day. Technical belly scratchies.
Hello.
I wonder if we could maybe find a quick... perhaps the quickest possible, directly in front of my face. A quick collectible item. Oh, someone's just left an expensive comb here. Is this anyone's comb? Sir? Is this your comb for your beard? Be honest.
Thinking about going back.
Oh, he's shy about it. I'll take it. That's fine.
Backwater, not blackwater.
Hey now.
Aren't what they once were.
Let's not be disparaging about the town of Blackwater. It's all we have. One of those NPC ladies was like, this town should be called Backwater, not Blackwater. And while I am impressed with her searing wit, this is where I have my moonshine shack, and thus is sort of home to me. What? Guy got very aggressive for an unknown reason, to my mind.
That's how it is.
I'll take
Oh,
it.
I'd better
but
get
I've
rid of a
already
bit of
got
that,
too many.
since I'm full.
Okay. Been a lot of that lately, but they always move. Let's do it.
$3 worth of wolf hearts from being attacked by wolves every other afternoon.
Thanks again.
I'll happily take that.
Well, not that I'm an expert or anything.
Okay. I guess it's him. I guess it's getting to be about that time. I should likely go find some coffee beans, squish them using my Herculean strength, and then pour some hot broth over the top. Thank you very, very much for jumping back into the Old West with me here. As my voice squeaks and creaks, I appreciate your time and your company and your num-nums, obviously. And I really, really do hope to see you back here soon. Perhaps tomorrow, if nothing else. Pork stock. Morning coffee. That's the stuff. Make some bean soup. Yes, that's what I need. More beans. After eating 5 entire cans. Thank you guys very, very much. I will see you soon. Let me see if I can remember how to wave at you. It's been like 2 days. How could I remember? There we are. Bye for now. Love, love, love. See you next time.